We are honored to be joined now by the WNBA Commissioner, Cathy Engelbert. This is the 25th year of the WNBA, a landmark season. We've seen a new basketball. We've seen new jerseys, a new logo. Cathy, what else is planned to honor this historic WNBA season?
Well, first, Pat, it's always great to be here in Indiana, the Hoosier State, and I always love coming here because I know basketball is such a big passion. But 25th season, as you mentioned, new ball, new Nike uniforms, and we've got a lot of things planned. We have our inaugural Commissioner's Cup, which I know we want to talk about, but we also have the W25, which will be the greatest 25 players in WNBA history over the 25 years and the 25 greatest moments. So we're really excited to get fans engaged in even voting on that, and a couple other surprises as we go throughout the season.
Well, you mentioned the Commissioner's Cup. Let's discuss that. Kind of a tournament inside of a season. It's the first year for it, and it's off to already an exciting start. Can you take me through where that idea came from and what you hopefully plan to see from this?
Yeah, Pat, we're really excited because the Commissioner's Cup already has gotten a lot of attention. So it actually was an idea that the players came up with as part of the collective bargaining process, an idea that they had seen work over in Europe, and it works over in soccer leagues in Europe, to have a competition within a season. And so it's each team will play 10 Commissioner Cup games in the first half of the season. So they'll accumulate their Commissioner Cup points. And then ultimately the team from the Eastern Conference and the Western Conference with the best record, and we have a series of tiebreakers too, with the best record in those 10 games, will play in a Commissioner Cup final for a $500,000 prize pool. There's also a theme around social justice. As you know, the WNBA players have had such a strong platform around that. So it can be activated in communities the way teams want to activate it. So we're really excited for the prize pool and for the competition. And it's actually already, you see on broadcast, a lot of discussion about this is really important because it's a Commissioner's Cup game, and the players saying this is important because it's a Commissioner Cup game. So, it's a reflection of a promise we made in collective bargaining, and we're really excited to see it play out this year and to build it over the years. And whenever you start something in the first year, you have to continue to build the excitement around it.
Another dynamic here of the 25th season is you comprised a advisory council made up of women's basketball pioneers, WNBA legends. It was formed in a lot of ways to capture historic perspective and to propel the WNBA. What have you heard so far from that advisory council?
Yeah, Pat, for those listening tonight, that council is made up of legends like Swoops and Cooper and Leslie and Lobo and Fran Harris and so many innovative minds. I've only been in the league since July of 19. They remember the league back at its beginning. So the ideas that this group has brought to us, I think really the W25 and the 25 greatest moments were their ideas that they brought to us. So we've met with them, I think 5 or 6 times now, and they've been very instrumental around the Count It campaign, around, in the face of adversity, WNBA players always count it and count the accomplishments. So they've been hugely helpful to me in thinking about how to activate this historic 25th season.
But first game of the season was an exciting one. It involved the Fever and the Liberty. And unfortunately, from the Fever's perspective, Indiana fell a little bit short, but just a really exciting opening night of basketball. And you also saw a pretty significant jump in the ratings, 27% compared to the opening weekend a year ago. What do you think has been the key to the WNBA ratings increase and the increase in viewership at a time when other leagues maybe aren't seeing quite such growth?
Yeah, it's a great question, Pat, because even last year, obviously, was the pandemic, what I call the pandemic season now. It was our bubble or wubble season. And so it was unusual. But even if you compare viewership from 2019 to 2021, how strong we tipped off with the Indiana Liberty game, with the game-winning shot. We had another game that had essentially a buzzer beater. So, it's been an interesting, and the competition, the level of play, and the players are playing so hard this early in the season, and maybe Commissioner Cup had something to do with that. So it's really a great testament to the quality of play, the level of play, the competition, the rivalries. So what we're trying to do is create rivalries. We're trying to create household names so that we're creating content that people want to watch. And that draws more eyes on the game. To have almost 700,000 people watch those first games that weekend is an amazing thing for us. And we want to continue to grow our fan base. We know we have 33 million fans on total that engage with us on linear, on digital, and on social. Now we have to get them into our arenas now that hopefully some of the restrictions will be lifted around COVID.
WNBA Commissioner Cathy Engelbert is with us, and we can't let you go without asking you about Tamika Catchings. You know how much she means to this city, this state, this organization, and of course to basketball as a whole. What was it like from someone in your perspective to watch her get that Hall of Fame recognition a couple weekends ago?
Yeah, so the enshrinement at the Hall of Fame out at Mohegan Sun. I mean, Tamika, what can you say about this, her as an individual, as a player, as now a GM, as a human? I mean, she just is the greatest of all time, I think. And, you know, you look at her accolades, you know, she's got a long list of those. Her speech at the Naismith Hall of Fame enshrinement was amazing. You are lucky to have her here in Indiana, and we look forward to even greater things for her as the general manager of the Fever. So really wish her the best of luck in that, and just so blessed to have Tamika in our league.
WNBA Commissioner Cathy Engelbert, it's been so fulfilling to watch this league and its rise both on the floor and off the floor with so many of those key initiatives that we've seen over the years, but certainly the platform the WNBA has currently been on is larger, I think, than it's ever been. And I think a lot of that is a testament to you. Thank you so much for your time. And we hope you enjoy your brief stay here in Indianapolis.
Yep, I'll be back, but it's great to be here and great to watch this game tonight.